When sorrow seems... Oh, this is a great start. This is exactly what I wanted. This is exactly what I hoped for. There's nobody here. It's fine, right? Only just everyone online. Wait, it starts with the chorus? Yeah, right. I don't read charts. I've only sung this song 150,000 times. Beauty for ashes, strength for fear, gladness for mourning, peace for despair. Beauty for ashes, strength for fear, gladness for mourning, peace for despair. When sorrow seems to surround you, when suffering hangs heavy on your head, know that tomorrow brings wholeness and healing. God knows your need, just believe what He said. He gives beauty for ashes, strength for fear, gladness for mourning, peace for despair. Beauty for ashes, strength for fear, gladness for mourning, peace for despair. When what you've done keeps you from moving on, when fear wants to make itself at home in your heart, know that forgiveness brings wholeness and healing. God knows your need, just believe what He said. Beauty for ashes, strength for fear, gladness for mourning, peace for despair. He gives beauty for ashes, strength for fear, gladness for mourning, peace for despair. See, I once was lost, but God has found me. Though I was bound, I've been set free and made righteous in His sight. Display of His splendor all can see. I once was lost, but God has found me. I was bound, I've been set free, been made righteous in His sight. A display of His splendor, all can see. Oh, 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 beauty for ashes, strength for fear, gladness for mourning, peace for despair. He gives beauty for ashes, strength for fear, gladness for mourning, peace for despair. He gives beauty for ashes, strength for fear, gladness for mourning, peace for despair, peace for despair, peace for despair. He gives peace for despair. Ah. Hi. I'm looking around this room like I'm looking at you, even though I can't see you. But there's cameras all around, so hi. Thank you so much for being here. I'm going to talk to Tony because that feels more comfortable.
Okay.
So obviously, here is the cover. Well, this is not the official final cover, but it is the photo that we're using.
It's the cover-ish.
It's ish the cover. We're going to start tonight with the title track, Together We Can, and I wanted to do that, I think maybe for obvious reasons, because it's the title of the record, and it's the theme of the record of doing things together, and I wanted to talk a little bit about the band, because Tim Ellis, our friend who is making this live stream happen, thank you, Tim, he said, bring some photos, bring some things to put on the screen so that you can kind of tell the story visually in addition to musically. So you'll see some pictures up here tonight that are of behind the scenes of in the studio and us rehearsing. And one thing that I have two people mixing this record. One of them is Keith Everett Smith. Hi, Keith. And the other one is Blaine Stark, who happens to be my son-in-law. And one thing that Blaine told me early on was, he said, send me some photos of the way these songs look to you. I want a visual interpretation of what you're thinking. And so I've included some of those tonight for most of the songs. So you're going to see some photos that are of like random strangers, but that is just to give this sort of visual vibe of where my mind was when I was, writing them early on and kind of hearing what I wanted them to sound like. So this is Tony Guerrero over here. I mean,
hello.
Jack of oh so many trades.
Master of none.
Master of none of them.
You're right. I'm so glad you could agree so easily.
I was just repeating your words. I wasn't necessarily agreeing with you. But thank you, Tony, for being here tonight. We have not done anything quite like this ever before.
No.
A lot of what we're doing tonight is kind of giving you the demo versions almost, like stripped down acoustic, kind of the original. When I first came to Tony's house and said, here's some ideas, and he said, here's some ideas, and we sat down and fleshed out all these ideas together, and this is largely what it sounded like in the beginning.
Yeah, well, the thing is, the album covers a lot of ground, from swinging big band to funky soul to all this stuff in between. And I always keep in mind a Luther Vandross quote where he said something to the effect of, if it's a good song, it can be done with just the piano and the voice. And it'll come off as a good, you'll still know it's a good song. So we'll find out. So we'll find out
at the end of the night. We will know what we've got. So we're gonna do some of that. Tony, please feel free to interject at any time.
Oh,
with
I will.
Oh, I will. We'll do a little bit of each song together, but then right after we do the piano vocal version, we're gonna play you some of the finished versions. We don't have.
And I was going to say, like, this entire album is duets, which means you can't sing all the parts.
Right, no, I can't.
So tonight is really just a preview. So we're just going to play little bits of the songs, not the entire song.
That's what he keeps telling me.
Yeah, and I'm going to cut her off if she keeps going. And then we're going to play, maybe on some of them, we'll play a little bit of the recording so you hear, because even though the song may work, just piano and vocal, when you hear how it sounds fully realized, it'll hopefully get you more excited for what we're doing.
Yeah, because it's a very different thing. And that's the beauty of, I think one of the exciting things that not a lot of people get to hear or see is the process of, from the writing all the way to the recording. Songs take different kinds of shapes, So Together We Can is the title song, and it features Eden Espinosa, Teron Brooks, and Camila Marshall, who, guess what?
What?
Is celebrating her birthday today.
Aw.
On 2/22. Like, what a lucky duck. I think that's so amazing. I want to say happy birthday to Camila. I love you so much. I don't know where you are in the world right now, but wherever you are, please know that you are so loved.
And who are these people?
How what?
Who are these people?
Oh, who are they? So these people, and I want to say something about these photos too. Teron, Eden, and Camila, so they all are Broadway vets. I've known Eden Espinosa since she was, 10 years old or something. She's been in Wicked. She was, I want to say, the third Elphaba maybe in Wicked. She's been in Rent, all these amazing things. And Camila and Teron, same, just have been in these incredible shows.
If we go back to that last picture, that's Eden. I don't know if we can, but that was Eden on the left that you're talking about.
Oh, there's you carrying my coffee.
Wow.
This was our very first day in the studio. That was a different day in the studio, but these are just behind the scenes of the making of. There's Trevor back there in the back. And this was just like the overall vibe that I wanted to convey with this song in particular, Together We Can. Just like you know, doing something together. Yes, there we are.
Before we go too far, too, let's talk a little bit about the band. There were some photos of the band
Yes.
in rehearsal there, and one of the things we decided to do on this record was rely really just for the most part on the core band that has been doing live shows with us all year long.
Yes.
So rather than get a bunch of different musicians on each tune, we wanted it to be this band's interpretation of these songs. So
Yes, so Clifton Williams, Trevor Ware, and Brian Taylor, and Tony. And that's Jeremy, who took this pink picture, and who took the Rhapsody pictures, and who took the Kickstarter green pictures, and one of my best friends. And he's just so lovely, and I wanted to include pictures of him. The band, I mean, oh yes, this is Eden, Tehran, and Camila. This is us at one of our gigs last year. So insanely grateful for these musicians and how the life that they've added to these songs is beyond, just absolutely exceeded my expectations. So let's see, band, Jeremy, Tony, Kickstarters. Yeah, we couldn't have done this. We could only have done this record together. You, watching, me, him, band, other artists. That's why it's called Together We Can. I'm so grateful. All right. This is so exciting. Together we can, divide and we fall, unite and we stand together, together we can. Oh, together we can. Together we can, divide and we fall, unite and we stand together, together we can. Oh, together we can. We can conquer hatred, we can conquer fear. We can learn to listen even when it's hard to hear. We can see the beauty in our diversity. We can trade division for peace and unity. Together we can, divide and we fall, unite and we stand together, together we can. Oh, together we can. Yeah, together we can, divide and we fall, unite and we stand together, together we can. Oh, together we can. Okay, can I play?
Stopping there.
But can I play a little? I want to play a little bit. Okay.
Play a little bit of it.
Oh, this scared me. Okay.
And this is a rough mix. This is not the final mix of the
right.
song.
That's where I'm going. Yeah. What he said. Okay. Here you go. And it just ramps up and gets so exciting and
Together we can, divide and we fall, united we stand together, together we can. Oh, together we can. Together we can, divide and we fall, united we stand together, together we can. Oh, together we can. We can conquer hatred, we can conquer fear. We can learn to listen even when it's hard to hear.
We can see the beauty in our diversity.
We can trade division for peace and unity. Together we can, divided we fall, united we stand together, together we can. Together we can. Together we can, divided we fall, united we stand together, together we can. Together we can.
Okay, that's
we
enough.
just need a little Camila. Hold on.
We can make the difference.
We can pave the way for future generations, and tomorrow starts today.
All right, fine. Anyway, that's Together We Can. Okay. Next, we have, this is a song was written in 1927. And so many people have done it. K-Star did a relatively popular version. And then we were looking online and we found a Ray Charles and Betty Carter version of this song, which I thought was so cool. So I learned this song as a kid growing up. I sang it with my sisters and my mom all throughout my childhood and teenage years. And so this was a really special song for me because it just, takes me back to family stuff. And I get to do it with my beautiful friend Kate Flannery, who is just so stellar on this song. And these are like my inspiration for the for the tune. That was at your house.
And if Kate looks familiar, it's because she was Meredith on The Office.
Kate played Meredith on The Office, and she is a much more vibrant, happy, joyful person than the one that she portrayed, I can tell you.
And not quite as big of a drunk.
Not quite, right, no.
But I get the great pleasure for the last several years of being able to tour the country with her. And she's a fantastic singer, which you would never know from the show that she was on. But she's just a great singer, and we have a lot of fun together.
Yes, she is so great. Okay, we're going to do a little bit of Side by Side. Well, we ain't got a barrel of money. Maybe we're ragged and funny, but we'll travel on, singing our song, side by side. Well, we've all had our troubles and sorrows, but we'll be better tomorrow as we travel on, singing our song, side by side. Through all kinds of weather, what if the sky should fall? Just as long as we're together, it really doesn't matter at all. When we've all had our heartaches and parted, we'll be the same as we started, just traveling the road, sharing our own, side by side. Hey,
And then it goes somewhere big and exciting.
can I show them?
Yeah. This one we did with a big band.
And Tony did all the arrangements, and they're amazing. Well, we ain't got a barrel of money. Maybe we're ragged and funny, but we'll travel along, singing a song, side by side.
Don't know what's coming tomorrow. Maybe it's trouble and sorrow, but we'll travel the road, sharing our load, side by side. Through all kinds of weather, what if the sky should fall? Just as long as we're together, it doesn't matter at all.
It really doesn't matter when
They've all had their quarrels and parted. We'll be the same as we started, just traveling along, singing a song, side by side.
Okay.
I love it so much. Okay. Next we have If We Ever Meet Again, featuring
This is the only non-vocal duet you do on the album.
sweet. Yes, correct. I guess I'll talk in the microphone. Yes. Arturo Sandoval from Cuba. He plays the flugelhorn.
Actually,
this trumpet. What's he
he
playing?
yeah, you're right. He's playing flugelhorn in this.
Yes.
Yeah.
And this was just like, this was the vibe that I get from the song. Now, Tony, we were talking about wanting to use Arturo on the record, I think. And you said, well, I just wrote a song. And I was like, let me hear it. And I immediately loved it and kind of begged, I guess. Can I try my hand at writing lyrics to this?
And
he
you
said
wrote beautiful
yes.
lyrics. And for those
Thank
who don't
you.
know, Arturo Sandoval is really one of the greatest living trumpet players in the world. And if you look up his name, you'll see the countless Grammys and the Presidential Medal of Freedom and all of the accolades that he has deserved over the years, and an incredible life story too. So incredible that HBO even did a movie about his life, and so he's really quite a legend in the jazz world, and we're just very fortunate that he was able to do this.
Thrilled, for sure. Can I say that the day we went and recorded this song at his house, at his studio, we sat outside and had cigars with him, and it was really fantastic. Okay.
All right. What's this called?
If we ever meet again. If we ever meet again, it won't matter where or when. I will hold you in my arms, turn on every bit of charm, do now what I didn't then. If we ever meet again, I'll drop everything to spend every day to make you smile. I will go the extra mile, take you where we haven't been. Though tomorrow isn't clear, I know I need you near. That's when I whisper in your ear. If we meet again, my dear, if we ever meet again, rest assured that I intend to be together till the end, more than lovers, more than friends. If we ever meet again, if we ever meet again, if we ever meet again. So pretty.
And Arturo plays a beautiful solo on that.
Should I play a little bit or no?
You can, yeah.
La, la, la. If we ever meet again, it won't matter where or when. I will hold you in my arms, turn on every bit of charm, do now what I didn't then. If we ever meet again, I'll drop everything to
Don't give it away.
Love it. Makes me so happy. Okay. Oh, okay. This next song is, you may remember, from the good year of 1993. It was the year my son was born. A band called REM with frontman Michael Stipe. They wrote this song called Everybody Hurts. And I remember it from the 90s, but I remember it being this big, like, I don't know, I want to say rock ballad or something. And it was not the vibe of music that I was listening to at the time, but it was everywhere. That song was a huge video, and everybody knew it. But it's not like I didn't own it. I didn't own the record or whatever, and I don't know why it came to mind very quickly. This whole record is 6 originals and 4 covers, and the 4 covers were like no-brainers. I put very little thought into, that sounds terrible. I put very little thought into it. They were what they were supposed to be. And for me, this song, Everybody Hurts, I just heard it, well, with Ty Herndon, who is, he's a country singer, actually, has become a very dear friend. This is a picture from when we were recording Oh Holy Night a couple of years ago. But this was the feel and the vibe that I was wanting to convey in Everybody Hurts.
Ty had big hits back at around that same time, like late 90s mostly, right?
Yes.
And
yeah.
do you remember him from that time? 'Cause
I don't.
I do.
Really?
Oh, yeah. For
I
sure.
love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I when I was spending a bunch of time in Nashville over the last like 4 years or so, and I had met some people who were mutual friends with him, and everyone was like, "How have you not met Ty?" And so finally, at some event, Ty and I met, and instantly became friends. And I'm just so excited for him to sing on my record because I got to sing on one of his projects, as I said, and I like where this song went, and I feel like, we can. The reality is that we all really are going through it. You know what I mean? We each have relative pain that we're dealing with in our lives, and it's often awful, and yet I don't know, I think it makes a big difference to know that we're kind of all in this together, maybe in different things, but walking these parallel paths, and we can kind of be there for each other, knowing that we're all going through something. When your day is long and the night is yours alone, when you're sure you've had enough of this life, hang on. Don't let yourself go, 'cause everybody cries. Everybody hurts sometimes. Sometimes everything is wrong. I'm gonna try and pick it up where I left off.
Good luck.
So you can hear Ty, because listen, there are a lot of things, there are a lot of people, and I think, I'm not gonna be digging myself into a hole saying this, that just get better with age, man. And I have to say, Ty is singing like he's in his prime right now. He's just incredible.
Sounds great.
And that night,
Okay, I'll just let it go.
don't let yourself go. Everybody cries. Everybody hurts sometimes. Sometimes everything is wrong.
When your day is not alone,
Hold on.
if you feel like letting go,
Hold on.
if you think you've had enough of this life, well, hang on. take comfort in your friends. Oh, 'cause everybody
cut it off.
hurts.
Also, I mean, I've been listening to these songs in in variations, you know, for months now, and I mean, I have to say, I still like I'm obsessed with all of the different parts that each musician added. Like there are things that Cliff does. Well, like if you've heard I Can't Help It, I think maybe today, and we're going to show the video at the end of the night. His piano solo in that is like, it's crazy. And all the musicians that played on this record, we didn't even talk about Miles. Miles Jensen played guitar on some of the tunes, and Adam Hawley, who played guitar on Rhapsody, played guitar on some of the tunes.
Cliff's very first solo on this tune, because we did maybe 4 takes of the tune. His first solo was so incredible, and yet we had a major malfunction in the studio that really should have made it unusable, and we jumped through all sorts of hoops to save. The one of I Can't Help It.
Yeah.
His solo is so incredible that we did everything we could so that we could keep that first solo. Most people would have thrown it out, but it was so, not because of the soul. The soul is just amazing, but because of the technical thing that happened.
Oh, that's so crazy.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that. Yeah, I'm very honored, pleased, proud of getting to work with these guys. I can't say that enough. Okay, this next song is called Luckiest. So I lived in Montana for a number of years, almost 10 years, which most of you probably know. And while there, I met this musician named Mike Murray. And I just totally fell in love with his voice. And then I got to know him and his wife. And now they have 2 daughters. And they are just, look at Bury Me in Montana When I Die. That's his T-shirt. That's his song. This is a carousel that I took a picture of in Paris. Both of them, I guess. And this is the vibe for this song for me. It's very kind of dreamy and romantic and sweet. And Mike, like Ty's not a jazz singer, but he really added this beautiful variation on that theme, in my opinion, to Everybody Hurts. And Mike Murray is like that too. He's very folky. He's singer-songwriter. I love his writing. I love his voice. And when I said, this is the song I want you to sing, he's like, are you sure? And I said, yes, I hear it already in my head. So this is called Luckiest. I am the luckiest. I am the luckiest. My love, no longer the loneliest. No longer the loneliest. Because you have arrived. Finally, I found my one missing link, and I can tell you are the well from which I want to drink. I am the luckiest. I am the luckiest by far.
Told you I was going to cut you off.
Fine. I'll just play it.
He does have a great voice for this song.
I
Yeah.
just love it.
We should jump ahead because this is pretty much what we just did.
Okay. Fine.
Found my
I am the luckiest by far to hold the loveliest, to hold the loveliest in my arms. My favorite star held here in my heart to light the way through the dark. You will remain my perfect refrain. I'll sing you again and again. Luckiest.
Featuring Tony Guerrero on the
Trumpet.
trumpet. I still don't know
With an old mute from the 1930s.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's fun. I still just audibly can't necessarily tell the difference between a flugelhorn and a trumpet.
I hope you could tell on that one with that crazy mute in it.
Now I can.
Okay,
Now
good.
I know. Thank you. Yeah. I did.
She did write that.
Yeah. Oh, yes. All of the songs that are originals are co-writes with Tony and I on this album. Same as Rhapsody.
All the lyrics are Crystal's, though.
That's true. All the words are mine. I got a lot to say, apparently. This next song is one of the cover songs. If you've seen me live in the last 3 years, I guess, you've probably maybe heard this one. My dear, beautiful friend, Leah Booth, I've invited her to sing this with me numerous times. And actually, we've done it at a couple of your shows, I think, the big band shows. This is a mashup of two songs that were written, I believe, in the 20s. One is called Happy Days Are Here Again, not from the TV show. Isn't that what it's called? Happy Days? Yeah, Happy Days Are Here Again. And then the other one is Come On, Come On, Get Happy. And it was originally done similar to what we're doing, but a little bit different, by Judy Garland and Barbra Streisand on Judy Garland's variety show, her TV show that was short-lived. But they did this duet in 1963.
That picture right there.
That picture is them doing this song, actually, yes. And I just think they're so cute. And I just love it. And I feel like Leah and I do our best to embody
We did this one.
these
There's
lovely
two
ladies.
things about doing it right now is that the song really only is made special by the fact that these two songs are combined and you can only do one of the parts right now.
Yes.
And two, we did it with the big band. This is the other song we did with the big band.
Yes. So do you want to just play a little bit of it?
Maybe you should just play a little bit.
Okay.
There's
I
not much
mean,
not much we can do like
How
this.
ca- I have a photo somewhere of Leah and I getting ready together, like literally sitting across from each other with a mirror between us, and we're both getting ready, and it's so cute. I couldn't find it.
If you want to
But-
wow them, play the last 60 seconds. Let's give them like on most of the songs I'm not giving away the
All right.
the gold, but let's give away the gold since we're not
Okay.
playing it.
Okay. It's
After the sax
Oh.
solo, that's good.
yeah. This is
Oh, this is Scott Gilman,
Gilman.
who plays sax on the album, and we met him because he's the engineer who owns the studio we recorded at, and it turns out he's this amazing sax player.
yeah, and it just became a whole part of the team. It was so
Yeah.
cool. Also, just briefly, these horn arrangements on this record are so fantastic. I think I posted something recently on Instagram where I was saying I was crying. I was walking. I do a lot of walking. And I was walking and crying and listening to these songs, just like being very emotional. And then I got real excited. And I would be jumping up on curbs or like on planters and stuff in time with the horns. I'm sure people thought I was completely nuts, but no one could hear the music. It was just, but I was like, it was. I
I'm
thought it
sure
was
the pink
exciting.
hair helps in those
I was wearing a
visual
hat.
images
I
for
was
people.
wearing a hat. They couldn't see my head. Okay, let's see here. Oh, sax solo.
Cross the river, soon our cares.
Hold on. much fun. Okay, this next song. I found a video today, and I almost sent it to you, Tim, last minute, but I thought my dad he'd probably think it was great. It's actually a video of my dad playing poker, which you have to understand. My dad was a Nazarene minister for like 50 years and wasn't a big card player, if you can imagine. And we were this was pre-stroke for him, and we were actually celebrating his 80th birthday.
Wow.
And it was literally 2 weeks before he had his stroke. So it's a very sweet, important family memory for us. And my sister had brought this poker kit, and I have this video of all of us around this table, and my dad, like, deep in, like, really into it. And he won the hand. And so he's, like, making this big, giant, show of, like, pulling the chips in. And
maybe that evil gambling caused the stroke. Maybe that's...
No,
okay.
I don't know. You could be right there. I don't know. But it was so cute. Anyways, I have very little experience in the world of card play and gambling because of my upbringing, and but I do like a good James Bond film, and there's several, specifically Casino Royale with Daniel Craig, that I have watched several times, and based on some of these films and a couple of conversations with my sisters talking about chips and cards and gambling and such, and a really in-depth Google search, I came up with this song about gambling, basically. And Nikki Leonti was the first person that I thought of to sing it with me.
It's not really about gambling. It's usually, you use gambling as a metaphor for living your life, like living your best life, right?
Yes, that's
what I
far more
get from
accurate.
it.
You're absolutely right.
It's not about
I'm
gambling.
going to start saying it that way. That's much better.
It's a
Thank
metaphor
you.
for going after it in life.
Correct. Yes, that's right.
Right.
Thank you, Tony.
You're welcome.
This is why we have producers.
And because these are really great lyrics. In fact, I teach a music production course, and we were talking about lyrics, and I used this song as one of the examples for a good use of metaphor to tell a story, or to make another point.
That's so nice. Thank you. And man, oh man, Nikki Leonti, she sadly is the only person on this whole record that we had to record separately, because she lives in Nashville, and we just could not sync up our schedules when I was there or she was here, and so it worked out for her to sing her part at home in her studio and then send it to us. And I mean, the thing that I think is so interesting about the women that I sing with on this album, my daughter notwithstanding, because that's a given, but like Kate, for instance, Kate Flannery and I think we sound like sisters. I really think we sound really like we mesh well together, our voices. Nikki and I think we sound like the same person. I feel like half the time towards the end of this song, I can't remember if it's her or me singing. It's so weird. But I love Nikki so much. She's a dear friend. And the song is called Take a Chance. I've always played my cards close to the vest to prevent a pair of prying eyes from witnessing what I possess. I've never been one to place riskier bets. The safer the wager, the fewer the debts. Yet all of a sudden I find myself feeling the need to raise the stakes, push all my chips in, the caution at the wind, put on the throttle, no brakes, and take a chance and roll the dice, run the risk, don't think twice, live it no limit, this beautiful life. Take a chance should I play?
And we did, I don't know, but we did very specifically try to make this production sound like an old James Bond movie.
Yes, that was the idea. I'm just gonna start.
I don't know, go towards like the guitar solo.
Show me what you got. I'm got it is up my sleeve. The likes of which nobody here has
That's
ever
Nikki.
seen. No tell, no bluff. The hand that I hold is enough. Lay your cards on the table. Show me what you got. I'm going all in with you, ready or not. Take the chance. Roll the dice. Run a risk. Don't think twice. Limit no limits. This beautiful life. Take a chance. Roll the dice.
All right.
That's Adam Hawley on guitar. That's Nikki on top up there in the rafters on that high harmony is just crazy. That's so good. Ooh, okay. We
Well,
are like,
Couple more songs.
yeah, we only have 3 more. Okay. This song is called She Was Here. There are 2 versions of this song, one in English and one in Spanish. The English version features Tori Kelly, and the Spanish version features Ally Brooke.
Both big pop stars.
Both big pop stars, and both like the most divine young women. They're so, that's Izzy in the back behind us too. So that's Tori's mom, Laura, Tori, me. My hair was real short. This was at one of Tori's shows in LA a couple years ago. And this is where I met Ally. So Tori and Ally were friends, and I was at the show. The reason Ella Fitzgerald is up here, and Billie Holiday, and, well, that's Ella again. But the song She Was Here is about the women that I looked up to when I was a young girl, and listening to women singers and kind of finding my way based on the way that they had paved and the road that they had traveled before me. And so the song in the first verse talks about me as a youngster looking up to other women, and then the second verse is about me realizing that I had become a woman that younger women looked up to, like Tori, like Ally. And then the third verse is about the realization that now it's their turn. Now people like my daughter, Izzy, and Tori and Ally are coming up behind, and they're paving the way for other young women behind them. And it's just such a beautiful circle of life, I guess, a beautiful thing to be a part of. That's Aretha. But these are some of the women that paved the way for me in my heart and in my mind in terms of being in the industry and being writers and being players, and they're who I listened to growing up. And so,
And this is one that definitely does better with a band than with just piano, but that's mostly because of the piano player you have right now.
when I was young, I had dreams. I think of things I might like to do but be when I was grown. I'd listen to when I could see all the girls who'd gone before me, leaving the tracks a path for me to follow, so I would know she was here. She believed in all the possibilities. She was here. Oh. She turned our dreams into realities. A student, a teacher, disciple, a preacher, a giver, receiver, a doer, a dreamer. And I can say I wanna be like her. Oh, she was here. Oh. There came a day when I knew
Play the
Dang it.
track.
All right. Okay, wait. I'm going to pop over to the thing that you sent me. Where is it? Here it is. Okay. These horns on this are so great.
When I was young, I had dreams. I think of things I might like to do or be when I was grown. Yeah. I listened to when I could see all the girls who'd gone before me, leaving their tracks a path for me to follow, so I would know she was here. She believed in all the possibilities. She was here. She turned her dreams into reality. A student, a teacher, disciple, a preacher, a giver, receiver, a doer, a dreamer. And I could say I wanna be like her. Oh, she was here. There came a day when I knew I was the one that made it up to. They followed my lead. I was blazing a trail, paving the way for a new generation of women, no matter their age. No, oh, it's never too late. She was here. She believed in all the possibilities. She was.
Let's see one where we're singing together for 1 second. I don't have the Spanish version yet,
No, that's right.
unfortunately, to play, but I'm very excited about that song. Okay.
Last tune? No. Last tune we're playing.
Yeah. We have one more. Where's it? And then we're going to play the I Can't Help It music video. Let's see. What am I playing? I Won't Forget You. Okay. So, I mean, if you followed me for any, like, you know, my family situation, I've shared about it. My mom, we transferred her into a memory care facility about 1.5 years ago. She's been diagnosed with Alzheimer's for several years. And she looked at me when the day that we took her to the facility. It was during COVID. We couldn't go in. We had to just like kind of drop her off, and it was devastating and extremely difficult, as you can imagine. And it was just me and my dad, and we were watching her arm in arm with a nurse get ready to head down this hallway, and she turned to me, and side note, those of you who have family members or who have had family members with dementia or Alzheimer's, you know that oftentimes there's just the filter maybe that they've had around themselves for their lives completely disintegrates. And my mother spent her life as a pastor's daughter and then a pastor's wife, and now she just says what she thinks all the time, and it's quite entertaining, actually. But she is very funny still, and she turned and she looked at me, and she, with this little shrug of her shoulder, she said, and this look on her face, honestly, this is what her face was. She made this like silly face, and she said, "Don't forget me," like with her, like all flirty or something. It was like, "I'm sorry, excuse me, what did you just say?" "Don't forget me." What? And she had no idea of the weight of her words in that moment at all. But my dad and I just like looked at each other and started crying, and it was just so funny and weird and beautiful all at the same time. And so I just sort of immediately knew, well, that somehow has to be a song of some kind. And so as this record progressed, I wrote this song called I Won't Forget You. And I thought the only people that I could possibly sing it with were my children. And so this is actually a trio with my daughter Isabella, Izzy, Ray, and my son Solomon. And we recorded it up in Montana, and together, just the three of us. And it was such a beautiful experience. So this is Solomon and Izzy, obviously, when they were little guys. That's my mom and I. That's my sisters and my mom and dad. So I don't know whose dog that is. It wasn't ours. This was on one of our visits. I think Izzy's and that's me and Izzy and my mom. So, you know, whew, it's a hard one. But I wrote this song, obviously me singing about my mom, but I wrote it in such a way that it could also be my kids singing it about me. So it sounds funny maybe to say the chorus is, I won't forget you, but if I do, it's like, well, are you going to forget them or not? You know, make up your mind. But the reality is that we hope that doesn't happen to us, but it may, you know? And so just to be honest about it and say, look, we're connected. Our hearts are one, whether I remember in the long run or not. So this is I Won't Forget You. I grew to the rhythm of the only heartbeat I knew. You gave me all you had to give, and in that moment you looked through. Your bright eyes alive with wonder at the sight of this new piece of you. I won't forget you, but if I do, know that you're a part of me, and I'm a part of you. I won't forget you, but if I do, know that you're a part of me, and I'm a part of you. Okay, I'm just gonna play it because I'm gonna start crying if I don't. And also, I really want you to hear my kids because they're crazy good.
You can play the first couple of verses. So that's
Izzy.
Izzy starts and then Solomon.
Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll play just that.
I grew to the rhythm of the only heartbeat I knew. You gave me all you had to give, and in that moment you looked through. Your bright eyes alive with wonder at the sight of this new piece of you. I won't forget you, but if I do, know that you're a part of me, and I'm a part of you. I won't forget you, but if I do, know that you're a part of me, and I'm a part of you.
You laid your dreams down, you made sacrifices for my sake. You stood aside and let me shine, not knowing I was just reflecting your flame. Illuminated by a light, my heart was free to fly. I found my way, my way.
I won't forget you, but if I do, know that you're a part of me, and I'm a part of you. I won't forget you, but if I do, know that you're a part of me, and I'm a part of you.
Yeah, so that's I Won't Forget You. Okay, we're at the last song. And this is I Can't Help It, which was released today. So today is 2/22/22. I have been looking forward to this day since Well, let's see. When would we have settled on this date? I can't even remember. It was probably summer, I think, when we started to finally go, okay, when could we actually have this record done by? And to be fair, we probably could have had it done by today,
Yeah.
right? If we really, yeah. But I made a few changes in the PR department and decided that it was in the best interest of the project to push the release date back of the whole album. So I really, really wanted to use this day for something. And
Because it's duets. And
because
that's
yes,
two,
because I mean it's
two.
it's mostly duets.
two,
Obviously,
right.
there's a lot of songs that aren't just two people, but the idea is together. And I just thought it was so appropriate. So today, finally, we released the first single, which is "I Can't Help It," featuring Charles Jones. I don't know if you caught my live on Instagram today. I pulled Charles in, and it was so much fun. He and I met through mutual friends a few years ago. It had to be a few years ago because I had long blonde hair. There's a photo. Oh, I don't think I brought that photo. But anyways, Charles is just a joy. Like, he is joy incarnate, this man. He's so amazing, and he's a brilliant player and just phenomenal vocalist. And this song, I Can't Help It, was originally recorded by Michael Jackson. It was on his Off the Wall album. It was probably the first. I mean, I think maybe I'd heard some Jackson 5 stuff when I was a kid, but I fell in love with Michael Jackson, actually. His music, anyways. Probably junior high, so I probably heard this a couple years after it came out. But this has always been my favorite song off of that record, and for some reason, it was never a duet originally, but I thought of Charles and thought, we should do this. It'd be so fun. So, it was written.
I'm gonna point out on this, when you listen to this recording, this is the one where we had the technical mishap, and it was the first song we started recording for the whole album, and during this amazing piano solo, one of the microphones on the piano gave out, which is death for a piano because you need to have the stereo spectrum of it. And the solo was so amazing, which you'll hear, that we did all sorts of studio trickery to make it sound like we had both mics still. So
I had no idea.
yeah, it was such a stunning solo.
It really is extraordinary. Clifton, if you're watching, thank you. This song was written by Stevie Wonder, actually, and Suzanne Green, who was in the Supremes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Like, after Diana Ross left, and then I think Mary Wilson left as well. It was like Suzanne Green and two other ladies, like for the finale of the Supremes. Anyways, she co-wrote this song with Stevie Wonder.
And one of the all-time great chords in pop music.
Oof. It's so pretty.
Right?
Yes. So the video you're going to see, it is a compilation of live footage of Charles and I singing this song together at two different live shows in 2019, I think, 2019 and the very beginning of 2020. And then footage, video, wow, find the words. Studio footage from when we recorded the song. So
And rehearsed it. There's rehearsal footage in there too.
Oh, you're right. Yes, there's rehearsal footage in there as well. Anyways, as soon as we play it, I'm gonna go push public on YouTube on my account so that everyone can go find it and see it after this, because it's just, I've had it unlisted. But I compiled this footage and edited it myself one night on my phone in iMovie. I don't know if I should tell people that. So sometimes it's going to drive me crazy. And Brian Taylor, the drummer on this, I apologize that when you're hitting your ride cymbal, it's not right. Like, there's times where you're hitting the hi-hat or the snare, and it's like, I did the best I could with what I had to work with,
impressive.
okay?
It's impressive.
So, yes. Okay, are you ready? Here we go. I can't help it.
Is this goodbye?
No, can we come back after and say goodbye? Okay.
in my mirror took me by surprise. I can't help but see you running off and through my mind.
Helpless like a baby, sensual disguise. I can't help but love you. It gets better every time. Can't help it if I wanted to. I wouldn't help it even if I could. Can't help it if I wanted to. I wouldn't help it, no. Can't help it if I wanted to. I wouldn't help it even if I could. Can't help it if I wanted to. I wouldn't help it, no. Love to run my fingers softly while you sigh. Love came and possessed you, baby, baby. It's bringing sparkles to your eyes.
Like a trip to heaven. Heaven is a prize.
Say.
I'm so glad I found you. You're an angel in disguise. I can't help it if I wanted to. I wouldn't help it even if I could. Can't help it if I wanted to. I wouldn't help it, no. Can't help it if I wanted to. I wouldn't help it even if I could. Can't help it if I wanted to. I wouldn't help it, no. Even if I could, can't help it if I wanted to. I wouldn't help it, no. Can't help it if I wanted to. I wouldn't help it even if I could. Can't help it if I wanted to. I wouldn't help it, no. Can't help it if I wanted to. I wouldn't help it even if I could. Can't help it if I wanted to. I wouldn't help it, no, no, no. Can't help it if I wanted to. I wouldn't help it. Even if I could, can't help it if I wanted to. I wouldn't help it, no.
I'm so excited. It's going to take me a minute to get my computer out and do that so you can go rewatch it in a little bit, okay? But thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. We're going to leave this link live for you. If you could please do me a favor and not post it and don't pass it around. It's just for you, those of you who have paid to be here because you've supported this record. And again, cannot say thank you enough. We are so grateful for your support and contributions and all that stuff and helping us make this record happen. And again, thank you to Jeremy Ryan for our fun photos. Thank you to the band, Miles Jensen, Adam Hawley, Trevor Ware, Brian Taylor, Clifton Williams, Tony Guerrero, Scott Gilman.
Tim and Golden and Campus Jacks.
I was getting
Oh,
to
okay. I didn't know.
that.
I thought you were moving on.
But yes, and you know what? Part of the team. Tim is definitely part of the team. Tim, you are such an encourager and such a cheerleader, and I'm so grateful for your friendship. Thank you so much. Golden, every time I am here at Campus Jacks, I feel so comfortable because it just sounds good up here. And like people, people are always saying, well, actually, you said this to me tonight. It's going to sound fine in the or it's going to sound, small in the room because I don't have it in the house, but it's fine. It always puts an artist at ease to have someone at the board that is making you sound good. So thank you so much for always being that for me. Jack Jasper, who's not here tonight, but we are in his house, so to speak. So we love Campus Jacks, and I've been so grateful for your support of jazz music. Tony, I came here to see you the very first time that I ever came to Jack. So very grateful for you as a player, as a producer, as a friend. Very, very grateful. So
As am I.
thank you. You're grateful for you?
I am very grateful for me. Without me, I wouldn't be possible.
And with that, we bid you farewell. Thank you again also to all of the artists who participated and lent their voices. That'd be
Lent.
proper.
Lented.
Lent their voices to this project. Can't wait for you guys to hear it in its entirety. Oh, I guess I should say, I can say this because this is all Kickstarter people. The official album release date is May 13th. It's Friday the 13th in May.
But there's going to be releases.
Oh, yeah, we're going to do some more singles leading up to it. So there will be one each month before the album itself comes out, and that'll be May 13th. So I will be here at Jack's on June 5th. We'll have a couple of other dates. I got a bunch of trips coming up, just lots of things happening. So stay tuned and all that jazz. Love you guys so much. Thank you.
Great job,
Good
Crystal.
night. Mwah.